Let's make climate cool again.
Let's make climate cool again.
You're listening to Bite Size Climate Tech.
Hi adventurers, I'm Lydia, your host of Bite Size Climate Tech. We're on a mission to make climate technology concepts accessible, easy to talk about, and fun to discuss for everyone. Why? Because future is promising. There are so many technologies that we need to know about. How that's going to help our planet and the future of the generation.
Direct ocean removal, or whether we're talking about macroalgae or ocean iron fertilization or ocean alkaline enhancement, even different ways in which we can actually leverage the ocean's natural ability to take up carbon. You can think of the ocean as sort of a giant carbon sponge.
So we treat industrial wastewater, so the stuff that's really, really, really polluted, and we use a bioelectrochemical treatment system to do that.
When I first started this project, it's a passion project for myself. I used to work at banking to help climate technology companies raise money. When I find it 2-hour-long podcast is usually very, very difficult for people who are outside of climate space, who are not an engineer and not a scientist to understand. So over 3 seasons, now more than 90 episodes on Spotify and YouTube. Each episode is only 5 minutes. I interview scientists and engineers who are in the climate tech space. We only discuss one climate concept each time. I wanted to let more and more people know about all the amazing work all of these startups are doing. And we talked about different stuff, for example.
We made a battery technology that works a little bit like how nature stores energy and photosynthesis.
This is the tuna can. It's plant-based tuna made from seaweed.
It's the world's first electric engine that has the same performance as a normal aircraft engine.
Breinworks. We are a direct ocean capture company based in Amsterdam in the Netherlands.
We are a developer of wave energy technology.
We're building a direct air capture technology that, because of how it is designed, it has the added benefit of not only being able to do the carbon removal, but we're also producing carbon negative hydrogen.
Hopefully they will be able to get more and more funding, so we will be able to enjoy a future. Everything is more efficient, everything is greener, everything is more sustainable.
We're talking about replacing fossil fuels and hydrocarbons. Essentially, our task is we need to find other sources of hydrogen and carbon. So sources that are green and sustainable, but also at least close to cost competitive.
The best part about the podcast is...
How would you explain this to an 8-year-old?
Usually it's the funnest part because these people, they're so deep into their work and they're so used to talk about in a certain way. It's difficult for them to break it into bite-sized content.
It's like that energy from the sugar. And yeah, how do we explain to an 8-year-old?
It's a difficult question. I will try. So if I were to explain this to an 8-year-old,
I really explain to a way that an 8-year-old can understand.
The CH swing is what you're doing when you bake a loaf of soda bread. We're just doing it on a great big scale.
So sugar drink is just much more attractive.
Exactly. That's a good way to put it. So yeah, water electrolysis is trying to get energy out of just tap water, which is going to be very hard. Whereas a sugary drink, it'll energize you a lot more.
Here you go.
Plastic packaging is made from small balls of materials that are put into machines and that are converted into a bottle or a film. And we make these balls from seaweed instead of relying on gasoline or petroleum. Which
even an 8-year-old can understand. Everyone can understand.
One of the things that we've looked at is different types of birds have different characteristics. Songbirds, like say a robin or something, they're very kind of compact, they have very short wings, and that's good for maneuvering and jumping place to place, but it won't get them very far. So something like an albatross or a seagull, they have very large wingspan, very sleeker, much more sleeker, and so they can travel those larger distances without getting tired.
This is all something that Earth does for us all the time anyway, and we're just trying to lend Earth a helping hand by accelerating this process, because many hands make light work. And best of all, as this rock dust is releasing nutrients, it's also helping to cool the planet, making it a nicer, happier place for all living things, including us, to live.
The rock dust is like, you have a guardian angel who's looking after us, and then the rock dust is like the fairy dust spread it. Fairy dust. So the rock dust is like the fairy dust that the guardian angels is looking after our planet. And then
we've also done launch events.
All you need to do
is you should have a camera, you should have a mic, and a tripod. It should be easy enough for you to carry. Not shy to reach out to interesting people and have fun.
Even though we're started as small, some of the episodes actually really went viral. For example, this episode.
If all your energy needs from birth to death, all energy needs throughout your whole life were to come from nuclear energy, the amount of fuel that you would need will fit into that can.
And that one went above 10,000 views on YouTube. At the time, has less than 100 followers. I'm really happy that how the podcast is shaped, and I really wanted to take it further. This campaign is to fund season 4 and beyond. With your help, we'll be able to provide more and more high quality content, a consistent schedule, do more variety of content across all platforms, TikTok, Instagram, LinkedIn. We'll be able to travel to different places or just reach out to more guests to be able to bring you the latest climate technology. With your help, maybe also just do an open mic event in the future so that we'll be able to gather more scientists and engineers who have a way to explain more complicated concepts to people who are outside of the climate space, so that we break the silo, we'll be able to bring more people intelligence, and maybe the ripple effects will travel to the way that we can never imagine. We've launched our merch shop, we have eco-friendly tote bag, t-shirts and stuff. In the future, we'll be able to do more with your help. And our mascot is called Clyde. Clyde is your best mate in climate, and that's a healthy earth. You can see it here. We should be able to do a mascot in a real life toy. With the correct funding, we'll be able to spark more innovations in the world. Whether you're a scientist, you're an enthusiast, you're an engineer, you're a banker, whoever that you might be, as long as you wanted to help the climate, as long as you wanted to protect the planet, the only planet that we have, we need people to join this movement, and we need the information and knowledge to be spread to more and more people. Really, really appreciate your support, and I hope to reach the target of our funding goal. So our slogan is, let's make climate cool again. Together with your help, I'm sure we will do that. I'll see you on season 4.